You shouldn't put money in a house, you should put money in your brand. You should put money in the marketing. You should promote yourself, not put money in where you and the kids live.
Right. Why is that a mistake?
Because it's dead money. I mean, it can't, a house can't make you money. A house does not make you money. The only reason people think a house makes them money is they're comparing it to if I rent, that costs me money. But, you know, if you need to go to a hospital, you don't buy the hospital. You rent a bed to get out of there as fast as you can. If you go on a trip, you go to America and you want to go to Disneyland, you don't buy the hotel, you rent a room. And nobody thinks poorly of that. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go there, use the place and get out. That's what you should be doing with your living. Find a place where you can rent. Rent, pay rent monthly. Don't own the house. And take all the money that you would have put in that house purchase, down payment, extra money, fixing it up. Use all that money to improve your business and yourself so that you can get more money, right? So I see so many people here like, I'm gonna invest 300,000 pounds in a house to hopefully make $30,000, 30,000 pounds. I'm gonna buy it for 300, or maybe I'll sell it for 600,000. I'll double my money. Fixed in one place, by the way, where no money comes to you. Money does not go to homes.
Right, and that's a big thing on your career is moving locations.
Yeah, I've moved 5 or 6 times. I can move another 4 or 5 times.
Because people who stay in the same place get too comfortable.
If you study wealthy people, they're mercurial. They're moving, they're mobile. They're not talking, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates do not talk about the home they live in. They talk about the places they're going to. They go meet money, they go meet wealth, they go meet connections. 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 64% of Americans that have businesses break even or lose money. Most people don't have any money and have accepted the fact that they don't have any money. They don't have any leftover money. They're fearful of money constantly. They overspend, they don't know how to produce money, they definitely don't know how to multiply it. The land of the brave and the home of the free, it's not even close to the tree. And it's interesting when you commit to something, little gifts just start automatically showing up. It's a phenomenal thing. It's happened my whole career. When I fully commit, somebody will bring me something.
Okay.
And then look, then keep your eyes open. And by the way, the package may come wrapped in a package you weren't thinking about.
Hard work.
Or like a voice, or like a person, or you know, maybe from a different direction than you thought, or an offering where you're like, you read something about this and that's not the thing. Like all throughout my career, it's come in weird kind of ways. If you ask for help and somebody shows up at the door, maybe invite them in.
Okay.
Regardless of what the packaging is or what you've heard about it or whatever. That's really been beneficial to me.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to hustle. I want to prosper. I don't want to grind. I want to create a machine that monetizes. You know, I'm not shameful of money. I want money. I want a lot of money. I want to give money away. I want to raise a lot of money. And you can't do that if you're broke. No matter how hard it is, how difficult it is, how tough your life seems to be right now, you can go anywhere you want in life, anywhere.
The number one rule in creating success is to show up, to merely just show up. In fact, it's been said that 90% of all success that people encounter is about showing up. Just show up, folks.
And I know when it's tough, when it's crazy, when you don't have any money, when maybe you have health problems or family problems or partner problems, or you're not finding that right person in your life, it all seems like, when's it gonna break? Is it gonna break? Is there a way out? Am I gonna get a better job ever? You know, I've been in all these situations. I lost my first 5 jobs I was fired from. I'm here in Miami today. This is where I live. I live in this building right here.
Just show up, folks. You ever known someone that got lucky a lot? You know what they did? They showed up. You can't get lucky if you don't show up. So suit up and show up. All highly successful people know that they have to show up. And that's what they do. They just keep showing up. What does showing up mean? Hey, it means simply getting out of bed in the morning. You know, sometimes when you don't want to get out of bed, you just get up and get out of bed. Nothing comes to someone that sleeps except a little rest and a few nightmares. Get out of bed in the morning. Put your clothes on. Take a shower first. Put your clothes on.
the environment that I lived in, I was losing it. I was not doing well. I was using drugs. I had terrible friends. I had terrible advice. My dad had died, so I didn't have anybody to kind of mentor me and show me the way. Look, and my life kept getting worse and worse and worse. And you're like, I just don't have it in me to make calls today. Okay, well, sooner or later you're gonna have to confront that you gotta make calls, or you gotta go talk to that girl, or whatever the deal is. You gotta go talk to your boss, or you gotta become more valuable to yourself and the environment around you. And the only way to become more valuable before you make that call, before you go talk to that girl, before you go talk to your boss, before you do the thing that maybe you don't know you wanna do or need to do, start helping somebody else. I didn't think one day I'd have a jet, fly, I'd be able to fly private, or I'd have 5 companies that make a bunch of money. I never ever thought about that stuff. I had this little thing inside me said, hey man, I know I can do something. I know I can. You know you can do something. You know you can do more than you're doing right now. So I don't think I've made it by any means, because I'm measuring against my potential. Like, if you can put your ego aside, when you want to turn your life around, put your ego aside and say, hey, I got this one thing in front of me. I don't even like it. If you can learn to get great at something you hate, I guarantee you will have greatness in your lifetime. So I was broke at 25. 45, I was worth probably, I was worth 10 or 15 million bucks. Well, I started getting comfortable. I started getting seduced by the idea that I had done more than other people. I would tell the millennial, just real quick, dude, get rich, get rich. There's 3 things people don't know about money. They don't know how to make it, they don't know how to keep it, and they definitely don't know, number 3, how to multiply it. If anybody that's out there just gets comfortable, you will always be punished for being comfortable. The entire middle class in America should have had their massive wake-up call in 2008, 2009. Trying to reach for what I can do, not what I have done.
Smoked weed, next day I smoked it again. Next thing you know, I'm like full into drugs. And nobody starts using drugs thinking I'm gonna be a drug addict. But within probably 2 years, I went through drugs every day. 15 years old, so 25 for 2 years. So 9.5 years, I used drugs every single day.
Make the phone call you need to make. You know there's a call sitting there right now that you need to make. And you're wondering, what should I say? Just make the call, you'll figure it out. Call comes in, take the call. Customer walks up, address the customer. Show up, folks. Just do the next right thing. You have an appointment coming in, show up for the appointment. Be there, be early. There's a girl you want to call, pick up the phone and call her right now. There's a guy you want to call, pick up the phone and call him and find out what's going on with him. You want to go surfing? Get a surfboard. I don't know how to surf, Grant. You don't need to know how to surf. Get the board first. Hit the ocean, you'll figure it out.
Well, my dad died when I was 10.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking, man, life is short here. My brother dies 10 years later. I talked to him the night before. Sunday night, I talked to him. Monday morning, he was dead. The time is now. Be in a hurry. And also, dude, if you punch on anything long enough, you could actually change things. Like, my life is about punching. I'm a puncher. Like, I punch a lot. I punch hard. But mostly I punch persistently. Kind of like life did to me. Like, I've learned to punch back. There was no, everybody, what's your drug of choice? Dude, any drug. Anything that would change my attitude. The guy I am today was always there. You could not kill him with drugs.
Don't overanalyze anything. You're gonna feel better if you start doing something. Helping people always helps. Always. Helping other people always makes people feel better. Don't overanalyze it.